As Bitcoin dropped at the end of this month, now's the time to get on this train, buy Bitcoin to ride it higher. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. Oh boy, you know what? This is going to be the last few weeks in this studio. I'm going to actually be changing my whole studio to a new location. I'm currently doing this out of my house, but I'm going to be next week moving to a new location. And I'm going to be removing all of this actually and doing something completely different. It's going to probably take a while, but yeah, that's the objective. All right, with that said, we've got an interesting show for you guys. We're going to be talking about everything that's going on in the news and then doing some TA at the end of the show. And we got some surprising information, so make sure you stick around to watch the technical analysis. We've got something very interesting for you guys to help you with your trades. So make sure you watch that as well. And if you do not have a Bybit account, well, what are you waiting for, right? I've been a Bybit affiliate member since let's see here. It was actually 2018. Yes, 2018. And they have been the #1 exchange that I have recommended since then. And so, yeah, sign up right now by heading over to bybit.davincij15.com. Links in the description below. Also, make sure you get some ID, rns.davincij15.com. I'm going to be at some crypto awards. This one is in Ukraine, Kyiv, but I'm not going to actually go there. I'm going to be online. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. I'm going to be speaking there. Also at blockchain-live.com. Before we get on to news, let's go over the next gen meme coins. Right, we can see we have early rising, right, and then we have PayPay, right, a little backed off, but this is your opportunity. Your opportunity is knocking, right? Do not miss this rocket ride up. Everything is going to ride with Bitcoin. Same with Orc, right? You've got it. You're getting it at the lows, and look at that, medieval empires. You're getting medieval empires at a discount. So make sure you check that out. Waffles is taking off, right? She's left the building, right? She's flying. Like I told you, once we break higher, that's it. And we broke out of this area, and you should have been buying down here. You're like, okay, should I buy up here? Yes. You're gonna miss the rest of the ride up. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, or else you're going to regret it, right? Don't be stuck watching this price run, and you're watching me here. Okay, let's go over to the news. We have this link summary. This is also provided in the Telegram group, so you can check that out in the description below. Gold, another day, another record high, the 6th in a row, up 30% year to date, and on pace for the best annual performance this century. Oh, well. It would seem that gold finally is performing in the light of all the inflation. Now, this was heavily delayed only because gold is managed by the powers that be, but they can't manage it forever. So, for example, when they printed a bunch of money, right, they kept the price down on gold, but people were still buying it. And they could do that, right, until, you know, a certain level, right? Once people are taking gold physically home, they have to start raising the price slowly in order to allow for that supply and demand dynamic to level off. So that's what they're doing. They're letting gold run, not Bitcoin, sorry. But Bitcoin will eventually get into this camp. But right now, because it's a limited supply, they can't do that. Whilst gold is winning, Bitcoin is winning even more so than everything else, right? And you can see 51% annual performance over the last 4 years, while gold's only 7%, which is actually less than inflation, right? The S&P is giving you slightly more than inflation, it seems, right? Because I think it's anywhere from 10 to 12%, probably even more. And the Magnificent Seven is like, outperforming. Okay, Bitcoin at risk as investors' interest is worse than bear market lows. Yes, that's so true, right? Investors anticipate a possible continuation of of Bitcoin's rally to reclaim the 70,000 level might have to wait longer as the general market sentiment is not fully bullish. Whilst that has some truth to it, it is also, you can say, there's a whole bunch of wealthy people scooping up Bitcoin. Specifically, Bitcoin is facing a dwindling interest in investors with search volumes reflecting levels lower than those seen during the most challenging bear markets, according to data shared by Alex Becker. Yes, that's true too. But once Bitcoin rises, because we have big players buying it up, whilst they're trying to push everybody, no, don't buy. It's bad. And that's what this guy is trying to tell you right here in this article. It's bad. Don't buy it. It's going down. Nobody's interested. Yeah, the average person is probably not interested, right? Because you can see it in all my metrics. People are not watching. People are running away because they think it's over. But that's when, the thermal nuclear explosion will happen, and they'll come running when it's a lot higher. Analysis of the search trends indicates that while the crypto community perceives increasing bullish sentiment, the broader markets remains largely disengaged. Looking at the metrics such as YouTube and Google search data, crypto's interest remains at what Becker terms the worse than the bear market levels. Yes, that's true, and we will continue to do so. But once Bitcoin rises, right, because we're closing September to remember, at 11%. Might be a little bit less than that, but it's going to be a green month. And when is a green month? You see what happens when last time we had green months. It's all green up from here. Well, at the same time, Ethereum sees a 43% crash in active addresses. What is going on? Oh my God. Well, data from the block shows that notable fluctuations in Ethereum network activity as the number of new active addresses has seen sharp unexpected decline over the past 3 months. On June 27, new active addresses on Ethereum network surged 138,620 before dropping dramatically to 89,000 in the first few weeks of July, while the volume fluctuation between 80,000 and 90,000 in August, it soon jumped back to 100,000 at the end of the month. Okay, well, that's still good. But yeah, concerning. None the least, I think Ethereum is a good product, but I think the actual network probably is reducing because of the shards, and they have lots of places where people can, like, for example, Base, right? Are they counting Base? Are they counting Optimism, Arbitrum? Because although they are not the direct Ethereum network that you guys know of, they are a place where you're trading and it's still Ethereum. So be careful of that, right? Ethereum may not be dying as they might say, they like to let on. All right, so we're going to be doing some TA today. Make sure you head over to bybit.davincij15.com. Links in the description below. And look at that. We decided, right, even though it was like a little bit scary here, to like hold this trade. And look, where did we get this trade? Well, we were thinking, okay, well, this would be the normal stop loss here, right about here. And we decided, no, I'm not going to accept that because, entry right here. I'm not going to accept that because there's always that little bit of a move higher. And that's a little bit of a mystery for me, right? Why I would do that until I saw these heat maps. This heat map showed where there's liquidity, and there was liquidity right up here, right up to this point. Now we continue going higher, a little bit higher, just to capture a little bit more of liquidity, but it failed, ultimately fell down. And you can see that's how we found our trade. And boom, we are actually in this trade and we are doing well. Looks like we can take this thing. Let's just see here. Because if we do a Fibonacci retracement, we can see it come back down to the 61 all the way to 61. But we're not gonna get greedy. We're gonna hold the line probably around the 0.236 right level and see what happens. If we go further down, we'll probably get another entry, and we'll look for another entry with this trading difference. It looks like another entry could be around the 60K area, but yeah, the heat map is not strong in that area unless you add more information there, right? So intensity, which is not, it's not in the red, so it means there's no guarantee that this is going to get filled. They're going to fill in this liquidity, go after this liquidity because there's not much liquidity there. All right, taking a look at Ethereum to close it off, you can see Ethereum, I told you guys that it was looking a little bearish, and boom, we are breaking down. And yeah, well, we'll see how Ethereum plays out. I was thinking, yeah, this was most likely going to M out and break down, retest the 2400 level to see if we're going to bounce from there. Okay, well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm going to be answering some questions at the end of the show if there's any questions in the chat room. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.